My child, pause. I see your unanswered questions. You felt overlooked, your longings unheard. But that time is ending. What's unfolding now isn't random or earned. It's the fruit of your faith. I'm revealing your true essence, aligning your path in ways you can't yet see. Others may misjudge, but you'll understand why the stillness was vital. Your endurance leads to clear shifts. Receive this moment, for I prepared these pathways long ago. My precious one, the blessings I am unfolding for you will be unmistakable and plentiful. They will occupy areas that have felt vacant. When scarcity was present, I will now supply beyond measure. For every challenge you faced, I will introduce comfort. In place of turmoil, I will settle a peace that resolves all uncertainty. This favor I extend is not temporary, it will endure. I am not granting it for a brief period. I am enveloping you with it for every moment to come. You have experienced times feeling unseen, unheard, and unappreciated, my child, but that is changing. What I am now revealing will alter how people perceive you. This is not because your intrinsic value has shifted, but because they will at last discern the qualities I instilled within you. The inner resolve I fostered in you during solitary moments will now become apparent and speak eloquently through your actions. This is not for public standing or recognition. It is about your path aligning with my design. I am bringing your life's course into accord with the pledge I made ages ago. Every holdup is now giving way to my decree. Every blocked passage is being reconsidered by the divine realm. I have issued the directive. Let the blessing flow, clear the roots, lighten the loads, affirm the assignment. The world will name it achievement. The heavens will name it completion. And you, my child, will know with deep certainty that this did not occur by accident. It occurred by my commitment. I made a sacred vow concerning your existence, and now its realization is encompassing you. There will be no doubt about the source of this blessing. It will bear the very nature of my being. It will cause circumstances to arrange themselves smoothly. It will guide the fitting individuals to you without your exertion. You will not need to justify your presence to enter the appropriate settings. They will perceive my distinction upon you. The entrances that open from this moment will do so because of my power, not your effort. And the environments I guide you toward will not only greet you, but will be fully ready for the unique offerings you carry. I will ensure your impact expands without any contrived actions from you. I will permit your message to gain prominence without compromising its integrity. This blessing is not for display. It is for a specific aim. It is not about elevating you above others. It is about positioning you where your devotion can resonate more powerfully than your history. This is a period for acceptance, not for relentless effort. You will not need to chase prospects. They will come to you already appointed for your path, because I set them in motion ages ago. You will now grasp why those periods of stillness were so vital. They protected the clarity of your intention. And when others inquire why your inner glow remains so constant, why your words offer calm, why your spirit feels distinct, you will comprehend. It was the unseen moments that formed you. It was the patience that ripened you. It was my continuous presence that upheld you. And now, my cherished one, I am emphasizing not your accomplishments, but your yielding, for that is what I am employing to raise you up. When the transformation is unmistakable, when the blessing is beyond dispute, when passages open effortlessly and solutions emerge before you even inquire, you will not need to vindicate my actions. You will not owe anyone an account for why everything quickened, why the burden eased, or how circumstances shifted. For it will not be your ingenuity they perceive. It will be my ultimate might. I do not require your narrative to be validated by human logic. I do not need others to comprehend my ways. I simply ask you to remain intimately linked with me as the proof of my hand becomes visible. There will be some who inquire, not from true care, but from bewilderment. They observed your hardships. They watched your patience. They presumed nothing was occurring. But now they will witness my blessings settle upon you like a mantle, and they will need to adjust their understanding to fit what is now plainly visible. When they ask how, do not hastily search for replies. Do not attempt to detail the hardships or reduce the path. Simply gaze upward and state, "It was from me." For that is the reality. You did not engineer this. You did not compel it. You did not bring about this result. You adhered to my direction even when it seemed illogical. You continued onward through doubt, offering silent petitions, putting forth exertion when the way appeared barren. And now, what is emerging transcends human understanding. That is my method of action, in manners that disrupt established routines, alter anticipated schedules, and achieve what seems unattainable. So when they notice the developments in your life and attempt to categorize them as good fortune or fortunate timing or pure chance, you, my beloved one, will understand more deeply. You will recognize it was the unobserved periods, the silent requests, the consistent compliance, the decisions no one else saw. And above all, you will know it was I, orchestrating everything. You were not solitary in that unfolding, my precious one. You were never proceeding without my guidance in the shadows. I was present, leading, safeguarding, reorienting, fortifying. I guarded you from being revealed too soon. I withheld elements that would have burdened you excessively. And now that I am making available what was kept in readiness, I desire you to accept it with a humble spirit, not with regret. You do not need to lessen yourself to ease the discomfort of others. You do not need to rationalize the gift to evade criticism. What I have bestowed upon you is not a product of partiality. It is the fruit of our deep connection. And when they inquire how, when they inquire why, simply let your existence be the reply. Let the tranquility they perceive in your gaze provide the explanation. Let the manner in which you cherish others direct them to the genuine origin. Let the grace with which you handle duties speak on your behalf. You do not need to contend. You do not need to establish your worth. I will validate you. I will uphold you. I will make plain what I have accomplished so clearly that even those who question will be quieted by the undeniable proof. And when you indicate me, when you attribute the credit to me, I will release even more. For I have confidence you will not hold on to it for yourself alone. You have learned to embrace blessings with open palms. You have learned to view advancements as a stewardship, not a private gain. And that disposition is why I am lifting you higher. I have brought forth this alteration, not for your standing or merely for your service. You are being uplifted so others can witness what it means when I bless the humble. When I elevate the loyal, I honor those who chose to remain when departing seemed simpler. I will share that joy with you, for indeed, it came from me. You will no longer need to justify or explain with words. I will fill your days with such unmistakable evidence of my hand that even those who doubt will find themselves quieted without words. What was once a hidden unfolding is now becoming plain for all to see. I am not merely providing solutions, I am showing undeniable evidence. Evidence that I have walked by your side always. Evidence that I listened to your first whisper. I have been with you, my precious one, even when your way felt empty. What is now appearing in your life will be plain to see and will be abundant. It will touch areas of your being that felt barren for too long. Where you sensed lack, I will provide overflowing provision. Where striving felt heavy, I will bring ease. Where disquiet lingered, I will bring peace to your spirit through a deep knowing. The favor I am bestowing upon you now is not momentary. It will endure. I am not granting it for a brief season. I am enfolding you in it for all the days to come. There were seasons, my beloved, when you felt unseen, unheard, and undervalued. Those seasons are now closing. What I am now revealing will shift how others relate to you. This is not because your intrinsic value has increased, but because they will finally perceive the true nature I placed within you. The profound calling I breathed into you during private times is now prepared to radiate through your deeds. This is not about seeking recognition or status. This is about all things settling into their rightful order. I am aligning your very existence with the solemn vow I made to you ages ago. Every obstacle is yielding to my word. Every closed passage is being reevaluated by the divine will. I have spoken the decree. Let favor abound. Open the way. Lighten the load. Confirm the direction. And you, my child, will step forward understanding this was not random fortune. It came by divine covenant. I uttered a sacred pledge concerning your life, and now its realization is enveloping you. There will be no question about where this blessing originates. It will carry the very imprint of my nature. You will not need to explain your worth to step into suitable openings. From this moment, the passages that open will do so by my might, not through your effort. And the settings I guide you into will not merely welcome you. They will be prepared for the contributions you carry. I will ensure your influence expands without any need for cleverness. I will allow your voice to resonate without its clear message being lost. This favor is not for show, my precious one. It serves a precise purpose. It is not intended to raise you above others. Instead, it is to position you where your trusting obedience can speak more profoundly than your history. This is not a season for anxious pursuit. It is a season for receiving what has been prepared. You will now grasp why the quiet intervals were so essential. They preserved the essence of your life's calling. And when others ask why your inner radiance is so steady, why your words bring peace, why your presence feels unique, you will comprehend. It was the challenging moments that formed you. It was the patient endurance that matured you. It was my unwavering nearness that upheld you. And now, my cherished child, I am highlighting not your achievements, but your surrender to me. For that is what I am using to lift you up. When the shift becomes undeniable, when the blessing cannot be overlooked, when paths clear without effort, and answers appear before you ask, you will not need to account for my work. You will owe no one an explanation for why everything moved so quickly, why burdens were lifted, or how your circumstances changed. For what they witness will not be your clever schemes. It will be my supreme authority. I do not require your path to be validated by human logic. I do not need others to grasp my methods. I ask only that you hold fast to my presence as my actions become evident. Some will question you, my child, not from true concern, but from sheer bewilderment. They saw your struggles. They observed your patience. They believed nothing was happening. Yet now they will see my blessing settle upon you like a mantle, and they will need to adjust their understanding to fit what is now plainly visible. When they ask how, do not search for words. Do not attempt to recount the hardship or simplify the journey, for that is the truth. You did not devise this. You did not force it. You did not bring about this outcome. You followed my leading, even when understanding was unclear. You pressed on through uncertainty, speaking to me in quiet moments, giving even when conditions felt unfruitful. And now, what is flourishing is beyond what any person can explain. This is how I operate, in ways that defy expectations, alter timelines, and reveal wonders. So when they notice the developments in your life and attempt to categorize them as good fortune, or fortunate timing, or pure chance, you, my beloved one, will understand more deeply. You will know it was the silent moments, the unvoiced requests, your steady surrender, the choices no one else witnessed, and above all, you will know it was I, bringing every element into perfect alignment. You were not solitary in that unfolding, my precious one. You were never working in obscurity without my guidance. I was present, shaping, overseeing, directing, strengthening. I shielded you from premature exposure. I withheld certain things that would have been too much for you. And now that I am granting what was reserved for you, I desire you to receive it with a humble spirit, not with regret. You do not need to lessen yourself to ease the unease of others. You do not need to justify my favor to avoid criticism. What I have given you is not a sign of favoritism. It is the natural outcome of our closeness. When others ask how or why, my child, let your very presence be the reply. Let the serenity they observe in your gaze offer the answer. Let your kindness toward others guide them to me. Let the quiet strength with which you carry yourself speak on your behalf. You do not need to argue. You do not need to prove your value. I will confirm your worth. I will sustain you. I will make my actions so unmistakably clear that even those who doubt it will be rendered speechless by the undeniable reality. And when you acknowledge me, my precious one, when you give all honor to me, I will grant even more. For I have confidence you will not selfishly hoard it. You have learned to hold good things with open hands. You have learned to see success as a sacred trust, not merely a prize. This way of being is why I am raising you higher. I have brought about what I have brought about, not for your status or for a task. You are being elevated so others may witness what happens when I show favor to the humble, when I lift up the loyal, when I bless those who remain steadfast when it would have been simpler to turn away. And my cherished child, I will smile with you, for indeed I did. You will no longer need to explain it with words. I am going to surround your life with such clear, steady signs of my presence that even those who question will stand quietly, unsure how to react. The season of hidden blessings is moving into a time of open display. I am not merely providing solutions. I am providing confirmation. Confirmation that I have walked beside you every step of the way. I have always been near, my child. My focus never left your quiet requests. The goodness now unfolding in your days will be clear for all to see, and it will be abundant. It will touch every part of your journey that felt empty for so long. Where you saw a void, I will bring completion. Where effort weighed you down, I will bring ease. Where worry remained, I will settle your heart with a deep calm that quiets every fear. This favor I extend to you is not temporary, my beloved child. It is a constant reality. I am not merely granting you a touch of it. I am clothing you in it for all your remaining days. You have known times, my child, when you felt overlooked, unheard, or unappreciated. That time is now passing. What is unfolding will shift how others view you. Not that your value has altered, for it has always been immense, but because they will now truly see the qualities I placed within you from the start. This is not for outward show or applause, my precious child. This is about true alignment. I am bringing your path into perfect accord with the purpose I set for you long ago. Every obstacle is now bending to my purpose. Every limit is being removed by my authority. I have declared, let favor abound, open the way, lighten the load, confirm the purpose. The world will call this success. I call it fulfillment. And you, my child, will move forward, knowing this did not happen by chance. It comes from my solemn pledge. I made a vow concerning your journey, and now its realization surrounds you completely. There will be no doubt, my beloved, about the source of this blessing. It will carry the very essence of my being. It will make events align simply. It will bring the right people to you without effort. You won't need to explain yourself to enter the correct paths. My signature will be evident upon you. The opportunities that arise from this moment forward will do so because of my power, not your struggle. I will broaden your influence without cleverness. I will elevate your voice without changing who you are. This favor is not for your own pride, my child. It serves a greater goal. It is not to make you superior to others, but to position you where your devotion can shine brighter than ever before. This is not a season for endless effort, my precious one. It is a season for acceptance. You will not chase opportunities. They will appear at your door, already chosen for you, for I wrote them into your story long ago. You will now see why the quiet periods were so important. They protected the core of who you are meant to be. And when others ask why your inner glow remains so constant, why your words bring calm, why your presence feels distinct, you will comprehend. The darker moments formed you. The quiet moments refined you. My constant nearness upheld you. And now, my child, I am highlighting not your achievements, but your surrender. For that is precisely what I am using to lift you. When the transformation becomes clear, when the blessing cannot be denied, when pathways open effortlessly, and solutions appear before you even voice a need, you won't need to explain my actions. You won't owe anyone an account for why things progressed so swiftly, why difficulties disappeared, or how your situation transformed. For they will not see your skill, they will see my ultimate power. I do not need human understanding to explain your path. I do not need others to comprehend my methods. I simply ask you to remain steadfast in me as the evidence begins to appear. Some will wonder, not from true care, but from confusion. They observed your struggles, they saw your endurance, they thought nothing was happening. But now they will see my favor surround you like a mantle, and they will find it hard to connect their past views with what is now clear. When they ask how, do not seek explanations. Do not try to describe your past trials or make the path seem simple. Just point their eyes toward the heavens and state, "My Maker did this," for that is the truth. You did not arrange this. You did not force it. You did not invent this result. You simply followed my gentle leading even when you did not understand. You kept moving through unsure times, speaking to me in your heart, caring for your inner self even when things seemed fruitless. I work in ways that defy what is expected, adjusting paths and bringing forth wonders. So, when others observe the progress in your journey and try to explain it away as luck or random events or simply good timing, you will hold a deeper knowing. You will understand it came from the quiet moments, the unspoken requests, your steady acceptance, and the choices no one else witnessed. And above all, you will know it was I, bringing everything into perfect alignment. You were not solitary in that unfolding, my precious one. You were never moving forward unseen without my guidance. I was there, refining, protecting, directing, strengthening. I shielded you from exposure before you were ready. I withheld certain things that would have been too much for you to carry. Now that I am revealing what was kept safe, I want you to accept it with calm strength, not with excuses. You do not need to make yourself smaller to comfort others. You do not need to downplay the goodness I have given you to avoid disapproval. What I have placed upon you is not a sign of special preference, my child. It is the outcome of our close bond. And when others ask how or why, my child, let your very presence be the reply. Let the quiet dignity with which you carry influence speak for you. You do not need to argue. You do not need to prove yourself. I will support you. I will confirm you. I will make my actions so unmistakably clear that even those who doubted will be rendered speechless by the undeniable reality. My child, you've heard my truth and recognized my unfolding plan. This season of blessing shows my faithfulness to a seeking world. I've spoken of the path I'm clearing for you. Now, share this message to stir others' spirits. Let its truth settle in your heart, confirming my work. Sharing it is your sacred task, honoring me. You're part of my faithful remnant, helping spread my truth. More guidance awaits. Return for the next message. I'm always near, guiding you with peace. Walk in my favor now and always.